Okay, so it's been one day since I started this poll on my Discord server. By the way, join my Discord if you want to vote for the next HTUC video. Let's see the results. Okay, cars it is. Hey, this is the series where you learn everything you need to know about the Roblox game ABizarreDay. From origin history to combos and matchups, we have everything here on this mini-series. Welcome to HTUC, otherwise known as How to Use and Counter. I hosted a poll that was basically useless because barely anyone voted in it, and got this complicated spec from a wheel chooser, so I decided to do it. This time, we'll be going over cars. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like these. I would really appreciate any sort of constructive criticism or improvements I can make in these types of videos in the future. This is a beginner's guide or a refresh guide to pros for how to use and counter cars. You will not become a pro instantly after watching this. It takes practice. All info came from the ABD Wiki for combos, participating in 1v1s, spectating 1v1s, the ABD Discord, and the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Fandom Wiki. Also, please keep in mind, I am a samurai main. Before we get into this section, you may be wondering, why is the background footage not cars? Well, I might have forgotten to record the background footage with cars and already traded it back to the original owner. Anyways, unlike many of the other stands or specs in ABizarreDay, Cars is actually the name of a character in JoJo. Cars is the leader of the Pillar Man and the maker of the Stone Mask. Cars has blades that can appear from his arms and legs. They can tear through most metals. He can even cut bullets in midair that are flying at him. His main goal is to find the red stone of Aha to become immune to sun rays. Cars can also light up his blades, making them much more powerful. To get this spec, you must use a vampire mask and get the vampire spec. Then, use another mask on vampire and there will be a 5.8% chance of obtaining cars. The other 94% will result in you getting Santana. There's a 100% chance of getting a vampire mask from the Dio boss. However, only one person can get it. By the way, no clip of me getting cars in this video because my luck is terrible. Thanks to boss123509 for letting me borrow his cars for this video. Now, let's go over some strengths and weaknesses of cars. Some strengths would include incredible damage, good speed, amazing movement options, amazing combos, amazing passives, increased walk speed and regen. Cars Barrage is also very good as it does high damage and it has a disjointed hitbox. I mean, you can hit a dummy that is behind you with Barrage. Some weaknesses would include cooldowns aren't short or long, so sometimes waiting for a cooldown can seem like forever. Now usually I set weaknesses in terms of overall stuff, but I would like to point out a fatal flaw with Cars against Gur. All stands when hit with Gur F can block and usually survive. However, because Cars is a spec and part of your body, when Gur forces you down, you cannot move your arms and block. Also, Cars is trash in value now. Cars also has many combos. Let's be honest, a lot of stands in ABD have a lot of combos. As usual, I'll be going over one easy combo, one medium combo, and one hard combo and talk about them. And from this video on, I'll be referencing all of Cars' moves with the letters the moves correspond with, like H or J, because saying all the move names would be a little complicated. A quick and easy combo that deals good damage. However, since H has very little range, it is not too great for approaching. For approaching, using F plus J would be a smarter choice as F actually has a little bit of range. A great combo because it heals you and T has decent range for a close range move. It deals amazing damage. You can also replace V plus E with basically anything else such as J. Remember to walk backwards during T so that your opponent can't hit you. Wait, why did he take no knockback that time? An amazing combo as it ragdolls your opponent 3 times, making it almost impossible for them to do anything. It also does an incredible amount of damage. Now we'll go over a situation that happened in one of my 1v1s. Now in this 1v1, I am facing a Gur, And as I said before, cars cannot block during GIR F, making GIR F extremely dangerous to cars. So what should you do? You jump. With Q or determination would be ideal. Yup, you literally just jump. I completely dodged this barrage. Afterwards, I roll away and go for a quick F plus J combo. If the girl was playing a little bit smarter, they would have shot a projectile at me rather than barrage. Now I'll go over some basic tips for countering cars. 1. Please be very wary of cars F. Getting hit by this move could decide whether you lose or win the match. 2. Try using projectiles when you can. 3. Moves that can outrange cars' close range attacks like Starfinger are always useful against this spec. 4. Any move that can ragdoll cars during its barrage is good to use as a get off me move, and even better if you can combo off of it like King Crimson. Now we'll go over some common bad habits that many new users to cars do when they start, so you don't make those mistakes. Please, just stop! When you hit someone with... Okay, let me calm down for a second. Okay, when you manage to hit someone with F as cars, it is literally impossible to follow up with H if you don't dash and roll. Also, please stop walking up to your opponent and pressing H 20 studs away from them and expecting something to happen. Basically, just do F plus J instead of F plus H. Now, we'll go over certain matchups with cars and talk about how they play out and how to win them in standard 1v1 rules, so no TS. These were the top 3 most common stands I fought out of my 25 battles with cars. This stand can be very dangerous to cars. They both have projectiles, good mobility, and look hot when posing. If this turns into a projectile battle, try to turn it back to a close range battle immediately, as you will be overwhelmed by the countless projectiles while you only have one. In a close range battle, Cars has a slight advantage against Shadow the World. Make sure to play smart and not get overwhelmed by countless projectiles. Use your projectile if the Shadow ever counters. Block when you need to. Cars' block is amazing. Make sure to not drag the battle out, as Shadow the World has a stronger regen than you. Knives are the main threat from this stand. If the Over Heaven starts barraging, use F or R as a get off me move, and follow up with something else. Keep a safe distance though, as Retro the World, Over Heaven T and R are very dangerous. When a Retro the World Over Heaven is very low, they usually stand jump away and heal as soon as possible. When they stand jump away, that is your time to follow them quickly and end the match as soon as they land. As I said before, just jump during GIR F and you will not get hit by barrage. However, they can still hit you with projectiles unless their aim is trash. Which most of their aim is trash, no offense. GIR can use stand jumps many times. Keep that in mind and stay on your toes ready to dash away at a moment's notice when needed to counterattack. If a GIR tries to barrage, do not contest with your own barrage. I will say this many times, do not contest it with your own barrage. GIR gains extra health or defense like a super armor that makes them take less damage while barraging. If it turns into a barrage contest with both players having equal health, GIR will almost always win, so make sure that doesn't happen. Note, many of these matchups heavily depend on whether the car's user is very experienced and skilled or not. They can also be false if the opponent knows what they are doing. Make sure to adapt to how your opponent plays and choose your best options from there, such as how did they move, did they dash or roll frequently, what about counters and stand jumps. Like I said before, this is a beginner's guide for how to use and counter cars. To find out more, you should do research yourselves and do 1v1s. The ABD community is usually nice enough to do 1v1s and help you in their Discord server about stand strategies. Also, the stand strategies channel was deleted for a bit, but after a few days, it's back. Whew. If you enjoyed this type of video, please do like and subscribe for more future videos like these. These videos do take a surprisingly large amount of time to make. Be sure to give me suggestions in the comments, or more importantly, on my Discord for the next how to use and counter. Oh, and here's proof I gave the cars back to the owner. Have a nice day, and goodbye.